Summer Games Done Quick, SGDQ 2015, live from the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota, in the USA. Continuing a block of FPS games here, up next will be Shaddex with the Wheel of Time. If you enjoyed Blood Thunder's run of Fear, later on you can rejoin us for a run of Quantum Conundrum, also by Blood Thunder. And there is still an open donation incentive for him to get all collectibles in that. During Blood Thunder's run, we had a $20 donation from Koroshkor, who said, "Hey BT, Koro here. Glad to see you running games this SGDQ. See you later for the Quantum Conundrum run. Let's go for that all collectibles." And $10 received from Nikot the Brave, who said, "Good luck on your run, Blood Thunder. Let's go for that 100% Chrono Trigger run." Anonymous has sent in $10, saying this is for that unrecognized USB device. We recognize you. Thanks, Anonymous. SGDQ 2015 is a video game speedrunning marathon in support of charity. This year we're donating all proceeds to Doctors Without Borders. You can catch us all week at GamesDoneQuick.com or directly on the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick. Speaking of Twitch, they are one of the sponsors of SGDQ 2015. We are streaming entirely through Twitch this year. If you happen to subscribe to the Games Done Quick channel on Twitch, 100% of all the revenue from that will go straight to Doctors Without Borders as well. So thanks very much for that. As Shaddex sets up for the Wheel of Time, a reminder about some open donation incentives. The closest one is for the Doom map replacement WOD called Scythe. We will run a mod to change the Doom guy portrait in the game to the Twitch Doom. If you haven't seen it, it's quite entertaining, so feel free to get donations in toward that. Speaking of donations, an Anonymous donated $50 saying, "Fear isn't as spooky with no clip and airwalk. Will we get to see some slow-mo nail gun trick kills? Great work everyone at SGDQ for putting this event together." We're really excited to be bringing you this block of first-person shooter games. prior to this, Maj sent in $50. Donation comment along with it said, a late night donation, but I caught the Tohu block. Good job, everyone. Shame I won't catch the back end of SGDQ, but best of luck to all of you. Thanks a lot, Madge.
Did I close it? Yeah. Oh, God. I know. Where's the edge?
Isn't it enabled in the
There should be. Oh,
advanced?
yeah.
you
There.
go.
Perfect. Okay, and then I'll just minimize this. And you have to restart it. But it should be okay.
This game is always so much fun to get working.
Yeah, it works terribly on Windows 8, as you can tell. I wasn't actually sure it would work at all, so. There we go. Alright, let me check a couple of those. Let's make sure this is. Okay, we're good. Oh,
No spoilers. It's fine.
oh, we can't see it up there, okay. Thought it just looked really dark. Mentioned what? Oh, it's okay. It seems to be okay. I'll try one more thing.
Open like the ways and make sure you can see it.
I just need to see. That actually looks too. Whoa, that's all pixel. Okay. Control panel.
You have to apply.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. It's too bright still. I can't see my setup. One.
SGDQ 2015 is brought to you in part by TinyBuild, a developer and publisher of indie games, known for games like Speedrunners, and recently released No Time to Explain on both Steam and Xbox One. You can follow them on Twitter at TinyBuild.
Hold on. That'll do. Yeah. I just have to reset it again. Because the crosshair's messing up. And then we should be good. Let me test one last. Yep. Yep. Okay. Just tell me when I'm live and ready to go. Can you actually make it a tiny bit louder? Just a little bit. Or actually, I can, one sec. I can turn it up in my options. It should be okay.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah. It's a little quiet, but it'll be okay. All right. I'm ready. Yep.
Get ready for hoops.
We can start over and then
Here's the magical disappearing flippy fish.
Oh, I should show that. Okay. Am I good to go? Okay. So before I start, I just want to mention a couple things. This is the Wheel of Time. I'm Shaddex. It's based on a book series by the same name. It's a fantasy series. It is a first-person shooter made by Legend Entertainment in 1999 on the first Unreal engine. It shares a few tricks with Unreal, which will be played later. And I challenge you to count all of the boosts that we do, because I don't actually know how many there are, and I'm pretty curious. Okay, so with that, I'm going to start. And although it is a first-person shooter, there are also no guns. It is all spell-based. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so the first glitch is a save hover. How it works is you just hold the walk button, you jump, you quick save, quick load, and you just keep doing this. And I actually really hate that we found this, but it's the same as it works in Unreal. It just took us an extra year to find it because we're not too smart. So we just use it here to climb over mountains. It's only really useful in 2 different levels, this one and the second one, and it saves about 30 combined seconds in both of those. So the first spell is right here. It is Fireball, and it is the main reason that we are able to just completely destroy this game. As you saw there, it is a damage boost, and it is the weakest damage boost. There are 3 in total, and we'll get to those later. So one other thing you may be noticing, and may also be annoyed by, is the fact that I'm jumping all the time. It does make you slightly faster, but it also makes you do this little hup sound. Maybe you can hear it, maybe you can't. But anyway, you may also be noticing that there's no music. That's because we go so fast that we cause an error in the game files, so the music won't play. So you can look at the top left and you can see my health, and fireballs do a lot of health to you. You take a ton of damage, but it's not too big of a deal because we have really good routing for this, and there are 2 spells which will help us. We can get heals, which I used back there, and we can also get shields, which are that spell on the left right there. So heals heal you for 10 health each, and shields half all damage that you take, which allows us to double the amount of boost that we can do. So there is technically a faster way to do this level if you were doing, say, ILs or something, which don't really exist in this game, but you would not get the spell up there called Shift. So you technically need Shift to complete the level if you're playing casually, but by doing backtracking, we can actually just go back here and do a save hover and bring the Shift spell with us. So what Shift actually is it is a way to travel through walls legitimately within the game. And we can skip pretty much the entire whole next level by bringing it over. So hopefully this guy will hit me one more time, perfect. I'm going to end this level with a quick triple boost. Grab some more heals, and end it. So one other thing you may be noticing is that the level transitions are a little abrupt. It'll just start the next level automatically. So there's actually supposed to be a cutscene there, but they don't work on modern systems, so we try to take them out. There's also supposed to be a text box, but we skip it during the load. So by using Shift, I can travel through this wall to the left. You're normally supposed to go do a bunch of puzzles. It introduces you to a lot of different concepts that we skip by shifting through the wall and entering basically a secret area at the very end of the level and getting some speed boost to go down here. So this is the first boss fight. He is a 2-part boss, and we can't actually attack him yet. He has to materialize first. So we have to wait for him to gain his color, which is really obvious. And I'm a little worried because 42 health is what I usually come here with. But he can do probably all my health in 1 hit. And this isn't so good so far, but it's not bad either. I didn't want him to shoot that ghost at me. 12 health is not good. He's dead. So now I need to listen really carefully, so I'm going to be quiet. I have to listen for an audio cue. I can't actually tell where that is. There he is. Okay, so that was a little unfortunate, but this guy can spawn in any of the 4 directions, and I pretty much need directional audio to tell where he is, and unfortunately I couldn't hear him. But thankfully I got him. It can be really bad because he'll end up running around forever and he won't spawn, or he won't attack you until you actually get in front of him. But thankfully we got pretty lucky there. We only lost a few seconds. So if you are just coming in on this level, I apologize very much, but this is the worst level in the game. It is the only one. We can't speed up in any way. We can't skip it. If you look in the top right, there's a little picture of a sun. This is a timed level, and it takes, unfortunately, 3 minutes and 8 seconds to complete. So all I can really do is run around, collect spells, and then go out of bounds. So I'm going to turn it over to my host right now to read some donation comments. And if there isn't any, I've got a bunch of stuff I can still talk about.
We do have some. So as Shaddex explores out-of-bounds areas in the map, we have $50 from Majin Andy, who says, "Hi guys, been watching this and AGDQ for some time now. I thought I would donate, putting it all into the Chrono Trigger 100% run. Good luck guys, and thanks for doing this twice a year." Also, $20 from Apple Fiend, who says, "Been watching since the beginning, and I love every year. Thank you for everyone who donates their time, money, and effort into this amazing event. P.S. Come on, guys, let's help get those bonus incentive runs going." And speaking of incentives, we still have an open one for the upcoming Doom run with Dime. In the Scythe Megawatt, we'll be replacing the Doom guy portrait with Twitch Doom if we can raise enough. I also have a anonymous $50 donation saying, "GDQ hype! Great runs and event for a great cause."
All right, so I'm just going to hang out at bounds right here for a bit. We're just over halfway through the level. I'm just going to let you guys appreciate the very beautiful scenery. Unfortunately, we can't get a true out of bounds in this level, which is kind of good, kind of bad. Yeah, true out of bounds basically means that there would be a boundary here to keep me out, and you would actually just fall infinitely forever, and it would really mess with your UI.
There's a $50 donation from Savu, who says, "That's the fastest speedrun I've ever seen. Go fast, Shaddex."
Thank you, Sabu. Sabu is the second place time holder. Sabu and Straightburn actually did a ton of routing for this game, and basically they're what took it from a 33-minute run, which my route originally was, to a 17-minute run.
And $10 from Joel Neer, who says, "Looking forward to the after-credit cutscene in Wheel of Time. I hope the couch is ready to join in on the action."
Okay, so we are about to end, so I'm going to cut off the donations there. I just need to grab some heals, and then we can start the real part of the run, where everything gets decided. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is shield. You can see my buffs and debuffs in the top left. I have extra spells here and extra heals, because I'm going to restock right here by healing in midair. This spell right here that I just picked up is called Mine. You will see that what that does in a second, but the short of it is that it boosts my jump even further. This is the first puzzle that we're actually going to do. You find target on the other side and then swap with them. There's a wall here that is not... It doesn't have a hitbox. So there are about 4 walls in the game where, for whatever reason, they just didn't code a hitbox. So I'm going to place 3 mines down and hope for the best, and I got it. I'm going to dodge these guys because I'm a little low on heals, but we're good. So this is probably the most impressive mine jump. We go all the way up there. But since we're only at 30 health, there are a ton more boosts to do in this level, so I need to jump down here, quick save quick loads that I don't die from the jump or get a falling animation. And I'm going to do 1 more mine boost. So to set up for this mine boost, hopefully this guy's kind to me, but generally I need to do 3 mines. And nice. Yeah, that tends to be the one I struggle the most with. But, ooh, if I can hit the right keys. So what we did there is we actually skipped a boss fight by getting duplicates of spells that we got earlier in the level. And now we're up here, we're approaching the end of the level. Oh, squeak past that guy. Jump over the gap, use a fire shield to get through this fire. And all we have to do now, assuming I hit the other lever, it would be pretty embarrassing if I did not, is finish the level. Okay, we're good. So I've got a little time to save here, so I'm just going to put a smiley face. And there's actually another like clip there. You can just clip through that for whatever reason. So this is the vault. It is a puzzle level where you get really lost and have to search for spells a lot. Navigate minefields, a bunch of that stuff. You won't see any of that though. We're going to get a spell called Levitate, which we can actually use to float straight to the end of the level. They just didn't program this level well, I guess. So we now have our Levitate spell. We're going to go over the mines. We're going to float to this bookcase. And we can now run to the end of the level by running straight through that wall. But instead, we're going to use shift to go through the ground and then start some backtracking. So shift, as I mentioned earlier, is extremely broken. You're not supposed to be able to get 2 copies of it in this level, but we just did. So by using save loads to get up there, we can use 1 to finish the level, like that, and 1 to skip this boss fight. So this used to be the most RNG in the run. It is now the easiest level ever. So there's a boss here. I'm going to shift through the ground and just run past her. Usually that used to take like 30 seconds to 40 seconds, depending on the RNG you got, but we can just keep going. I'm going to go about 15 seconds on my way here, though, to load up on a bunch of spells so that I can skip this entire level. So that was really good movement. As long as I get this jump, yep, perfect movement through there. Oh, just gotta hit that. So I'm going to do a return to the mine jumps here with the second method of boosting Earth Tremor. So if you look at my 1 slot, that little green spell is the new method of boosting. So I actually need to get in the right setup here. And, oh god. Let's throw a shield on, actually, and half the damage, because that does about 160 damage, and I do not have that much health. So we just fly over the level, and then we skip this level as well. If you hold the jump, or the walk button, you'll stand on the air, and you can walk right back through the portal, instead of taking the 2 to 3 minutes or whatever to kill the boss in that level. And if you've read the books, by the way, these are the ways. So the game doesn't share that many similarities with the books, but it does share some locations, some characters. That's bad. Okay, I have to reroute the next level, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Okay, so I have to swap down these, and if you look at the top, oh, I actually have to reset the level. So I'm going to do a setup right now. I have to put 7 mines down here, and I want you to look at the top left corner. Because I'm going to fly over the level. It's a health perfect trick, which means I only have 1 health. And because I used the levitate by mistake, I actually just have to jump up here instead of using it to boost my jump a bit further. So that would normally take me all the way over here, but not a big deal. So we literally just fly over the level.
Cool.
Yeah. And I don't think that level will ever get faster. There have been a ton of different routes for that one, but I think that one's here to stay. So this level is also supposed to be long. You're supposed to go through a bunch of stuff to raise the water level and swim to the end of the level. Instead, we jump on that wooden plank there and get the second method of boosting, Earth Tremor, and boost straight to the end instead of going 3 minutes out of the way to swim up there. So we're on a little bit of a countdown timer now. We need to wait for someone to hit a gong, which he does right there, and this opens, and we now have a bunch of boosting spells that we can use. Those guys like to claw out the way, so I like to risk it and just throw a fireball under me. And now you'll see the true power of the Earth Tremor, the second method boosting, because we can go pretty damn far. We can go pretty damn far. And now we're going to pretty much give that away and get the best method of boosting, which is Balefire. So what Balefire is, if you've read the books, it does not actually destroy the fabric of the universe in the game. That would be pretty OP. But it is still quite OP. So we're going to use it to kill a boss here. It's a charged weapon. And 1 charge shot kills any enemy, 2 charge shots kills any boss. So we're just going to boost down here and kill a guy through a wall. So there's a boss there, I swear, I'm not lying, but oh, I messed up. Okay, I have to reroute this level then.
Check your quick saves.
Yeah, it's good. So other than that, actually, I'm just going to restart the... I'll just do that. There we go. So by duping the spell, which you do by just dropping the spell while it's charged, what happens is it goes to a 0. And on a 0, if you load the next level, the game gets I have 4 health. I didn't shield. If you have a 0 count, for some reason the game doesn't recognize it because it's not supposed to be possible to do. It'll default to the default value, which is 5. And cue me getting sniped by this guy for a while because I'm at 4 health. I think I made it. Nope. Oh, this is embarrassing. I can honestly say this has never happened before. It might just be faster to restart the level. Okay. That was embarrassing. All right. Hopefully that's the only thing. Let's get that guy away. Then we do a front boost, so you can see the 0 there again, and then just boost all the way over here. So yeah, I'm at pretty low health, and there's a ton of enemies in here. So Balefire is pretty damn good. And it also is going to do one more thing. So other than killing enemies and super boosting, we're going to use it to set up for a 5-minute skip coming up after this. So I can take like 1 hit right now, and I think I'm guaranteed to take one hit here, so I should be able to survive it. But I'm going all my way out of the way here to kill that enemy who drops a key. He was actually supposed to hit me, so we're in a good place right now. So if you look in the bottom left where my balefire is, hopefully you can see it, but it says 1 right now. I charge the spell, drop it, and it goes to 0. So on the next level load, you'll see that that will go to 5, which we do every level that we can as we approach the end of the game, because obviously boosting is very quick. And I'm going to turn it over to Chops now to explain this skip, which I will hopefully get.
So this level right here normally takes like 5 minutes. It's a 3-minute wait followed by 5 waves of enemies that you have to kill. But the end of the level trigger is actually just killing the last 4 enemies. So here using Balefire, you can shoot through about 12 walls and just kill them all and end the level immediately. And he just got it first try, so.
So this is the second last level of the game. As you can see, we went from 0 Balefires to 5. Immediately we use one to boost up. We have to open this gate. And now we're going to do something that we used to do a lot before at a few levels, but we're just going to boundary hop. So there are boundaries to look. I did it. That was bad. It just means I have 1 less Balefire to boost with. It's not a big deal. It just wastes maybe 5 seconds, if that. So we're just going to jump down here. Quick save quick load so that we don't take fall damage. And we're going to do another skip right here. You're supposed to get a fire shield, but we can just tank it as long as it only gives us 1 tick of damage. There's this spell called Disguise. If you look in the top left, my player icon just changed. I'm now one of these purple cloaked guys, so enemies won't attack me. And they also... oh, sorry. And it also gives me... I missed the cycle. It also gives me a bunch of speed. Because I missed the cycle, I'm going to risk a newer strat, which I got.
Nice.
But I need to save at least 1 charge of it for the level after this to set up for a 15-second skip. So we're just going to back boost here. By the way, we're almost done the game. I'm going to stock up on Balefires again and kill the last boss that we're actually going to kill. There is a kind of bug that can happen here where she'll get stuck, but hopefully we don't get that. Yeah, she got bugged. All right. Of course. So she got caught on the on those boxes. But we just skipped 1/3 of this level, the last level. So the end goal is to collect 4 of those seals right there. I'm at very low health. Anyway, the end goal is to collect 4 of those seals. We have collected 2. We are only supposed to have collected 1, but we just skipped 1/3 of the level by picking it up in that hole early. By hitting the top of this pillar, which will transport me to this area, I skip all enemy AI. So if you remember the spell Swap Places, what it literally does is it swaps your place with an enemy. I'm going to use that to position enemies where I want them to, and I'm going to not die to these spikes.
Spikes are
It
very
worked.
inconsistent.
And by swapping place back there and positioning him at the start of the level, I can warp right back to the start of the level. And I can finish this part off with a bat boost over here. And I drop the seal because there is a method to carry 2 at once. I'm going to try this trick once and hope I get it. Yeah, so the mine cart kind of pushes you over, but it's very easy to screw up. Sometimes it'll just kill you for whatever reason. I hit this gate because it's going to be my faster way back. And I'm going to show you guys the trigger skip once more. So these guys, I can run into them, I can attack them, they don't care. And this wall, again, does not exist. The developers just didn't code a hitbox to that wall. And I even disabled the trigger for the boss, so I can just swap with him. I'm going to skip doing 1 boost here because I don't know if I'll have enough HP. So normally I would just boost up here. But instead, I'm going to save 1 for a 15-second time save. So when I run down out here, that boulder comes down, but it bounces off my head since I boosted into it. And we're now at the end of the game. I have to store 1 seal on my head by dropping it at a specific height. So there's 1 seal on my head and 1 in the last slot of my inventory. I have to jump in a specific way to get it through the portal and do it again. So you can see 1 on my head, 1 in my inventory. And get ready on time, because we're about to finish this. As soon as I put the last seal on the altar, which I do by getting it off of my head with Disguise. Time.
Nice.
Can I get my time? Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's really good. Especially since that would have been close to a record if it wasn't for the other thing. Well, not really. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, so we did have a donation incentive, and it was met. It was to watch the after credits cutscene So normally what you would do is you would sit there for 4 minutes during the credits and watch just basically text scrolling around for 4 minutes with some pretty cool music, but not really cool enough for a GDQ. So what we're going to do is, hopefully it works, I have a save file which will bring us into the credits, but it does skip one line of dialogue, so I'm going to ask everyone on my couch who knows it to say the line of dialogue. Welcome to the Wheel of Time. Dance party!
That's the biggest Trolloc I've ever seen.
All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you all had a good time.
We had a few more donations for Shaddex, Yano Karozu